In the grand theater of the natural world, it is often the largest and most dramatic creatures that capture our attention. We marvel at the soaring eagle or the majestic whale. Yet sometimes, the most extraordinary stories belong to the smallest of actors. One such creature is a tiny bird, often overlooked, flitting at the edges of our gardens and parks. This is the junco. It may be small, no bigger than a child's fist, but its life is a saga of resilience, adaptation, and quiet beauty. The junco is a bird of understated elegance. Its appearance is neat and tidy. The dark-eyed junco, often described as having a charcoal hood, head, throat, chest, bright white belly, crisp, clean line, back, wings, soft gray, soft brown, pale pink, conical bill, dark, beady eyes, the flash of white outer tail feathers in flight, tail flash. It's not just for show, flock bursting into the air, tails fanning like signal flags. There is a very good reason why juncos are affectionately known as snowbirds. While many of us are familiar with the classic slate-colored dark-eyed junco, the Junco family is surprisingly diverse. It is a wonderful example of how one type of bird has adapted to the varied landscapes of an entire continent. Across North America, from the misty forests of the Pacific Northwest to the arid mountains of the Southwest, different populations of juncos have evolved their own unique appearances. In the western United States, for example, one might encounter the Oregon junco. This variety is particularly striking, with a jet black hood, a rich reddish-brown back, and warm buff-colored sides that contrast beautifully with its white belly. Further east, in the Rocky Mountains, you will find the pink-sided junco, which, as its name suggests, has lovely pinkish-brown flanks. In the Black Hills of South Dakota lives the white-winged junco, which is larger and grayer than its cousins, and has distinct white bars on its wings. These different forms represent distinct populations adapted to their regions. The daily life of a junco is a constant quest for energy. These small birds have incredibly fast metabolisms, and they must eat almost continuously, especially during the cold winter months, just to stay alive. Their primary foraging technique is a charming and effective maneuver known as the double scratch. A junco will hop forward and then kick both its feet backward at the same time. The kick scrapes away leaf litter, soil, light snow, uncovering seeds and small insects beneath. Their diet changes with the seasons. In summer, while raising young, juncos eat insects and invertebrates. Caterpillars, beetles, spiders. In autumn, their diet shifts to seeds. They eat seeds of weeds and grasses, ragweed, crabgrass. Their conical beaks crack open tiny tough seed shells to reach the kernel. Surviving a cold winter night is their greatest challenge. They must build fat and find shelter. Twice each year, millions of juncos undertake a remarkable journey, a great migration dictated by the rhythm of the seasons. These birds are what we call partial or short-distance migrants. Populations that breed in the far northern forests of Canada, Alaska, will travel south to spend the winter in the United States. Those that breed in high mountain ranges will move down to warmer valleys below. They typically migrate at night, navigating by the stars and the Earth's magnetic field, an incredible feat for such a small creature. But the modern world presents new obstacles, city lights and towers that disorient them. Window collisions are a tragic source of mortality. Habitat loss along migratory routes forces longer, riskier journeys. As winter's grip loosens, the promise of spring fills the air. The quiet chipping calls of winter flocks are replaced by a male's surprisingly musical trill. Perched atop a spruce or fir, he will sing a clear bell-like trill. Once a pair has formed, they begin the crucial business of nesting. The female searches for a concealed spot, at the base of grass, under a log, or in a sloping bank. She weaves a small cup of moss, pine needles, animal hair, and fine fibers to create a warm cradle. Inside, she lays 3 to 5 pale bluish-white, delicately speckled eggs. She incubates them for about 12 days while the male stands guard and brings food. Hatched blind and tiny, the chicks grow astonishingly fast as both parents feed them insects all day. Within 10 to 12 days, they fledge, yet parents continue to teach them how to find food and avoid danger. It is easy to dismiss the junco as just another small common bird, but to do so would be to overlook its significant role in the health of our ecosystems. These little birds are tireless workers, and their daily activities have large positive impacts. By feeding voraciously on the seeds of ragweed, crabgrass, pigweed, ragweed, crabgrass, pigweed juncos help limit the spread of invasive species and provide natural seed control. In summer, their predation on caterpillars, beetles and spiders protects plants and trees. Caterpillars, beetles, spiders. Their foraging stirs the leaf litter, a small act of bioturbation that aerates soil and affects seed germination. We can help by keeping cats indoors, making windows bird safe, and planting native shrubs. Small actions in our backyards make a big difference. Take a moment to watch a junco hop across the lawn. Find wonder in the familiar